Hi, thanks for checking out this video. Today I'm going to talk about the AudioThing Type A Plugin. I fell in love with Slate Digital tape machines a few years back, and with my band's first release, Suds for Spuds, we didn't have this, and then when the Everything bundle came out, it was included, and I started using it on my mixes and really wished we had it. Sometimes, especially when you're just getting started, it's really hard to know what's going to be great, what isn't going to be great, and this is one of the ones that is great. So at any rate, always interested in what else is out there that might be a real simple plugin to give some of that old school, kind of vibe and glue that's missing in a digital recording sort of situation. So the Type A is basically they call it the vintage enhancer. And it emulates the encode stage of a vintage tape encoder, which was apparently back in the day often used as some sort of an enhancer, dynamically increasing the top end of the signal without introducing artifacts or altering the harmonic content. So I remember just kind of seeing this and being intrigued by it and really interested in giving it a try. So for this particular mix, it's just on my master bus. I don't have it on anything else, and it's a subtle sort of effect. I'm using it just at 20% on the mix knob, and I have the output pulled back just a half dB, because as you mix it in, kind of the level starts to go up, and at any rate. And usually what I do is just kind of leave it on its initial setting and just mix it in slightly till you start to hear it, and then that's kind of good enough. And this is really cool because it does a lot. It's going to affect all the different bands the way that I have it set, but it's just going to give that little bit more vibe and kind of vintage goodness. So I'll play the track. I'm at sort of this kind of solo, going into this vibey kind of solo section, and I'll just bypass it. And I would say focus on the top end. I hear a lot of it different in the cymbals and in the hi-hats, and also in this the attack or clarity of the snare drum. So here we go. So I think it's super cool. I mean, the way I have it is it's a little bit more subtle, and I feel like for the way that I like to use it, that's kind of the way that I want it. It's doing its thing, but it's not overly obvious. I'll hit play again. I'll actually just kind of play around with the mix knob. Right now I'm at 20%. I'll go super high all the way up, and then I'll roll it back down so you can kind of hear exactly what it's doing to the whole thing. So that's the Type A from AudioThing. It's only $59, which is not very expensive. Sometimes plugins can get kind of, out of control, and it's easy to go down that plugin rabbit hole where you just feel like you need every single possible one. If you feel like that, I would recommend Slate Digital, because for $15 a month, you just get everything, which is awesome. But this one is super cool, kind of unique. I haven't seen another company out there that has something like this yet, and I feel like it does something very cool. And for $60, I feel like it's worth it. So thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please hit like and subscribe and all that kind of goodness. Helps the channel continue to grow. So thank you. Have a good day.